A little bit different video today because I'm going to be talking about the AI video film industry and what's going on. I've got a little list of stuff to talk about. Normally I would explain a product or go through a product. Today I'm just going to talk about that. Right, so my history, very quickly, 5-second version, computers as a kid, first job as an apprentice at IBM, left there to sell hardware and software and sold the first version of Windows, built a few companies after that. Then in lockdown, I wanted to do videos, started a video company, ended up selling Amazon product videos. And then ChatGPT came along on the 30th of November 2022. And I had that moment where you breathe and it all hits you and you realize that the business you've been working on for 2-3 years, slogging your guts out, is going to disappear. And last week, Amazon brought out Amazon product videos with AI. So unfortunately, I was right. Sometimes it's not good to be right. So what I'm going to talk about now is how that experience feeds into what's going on now and why I've been talking about AI video for a year, 2 years now. And what's changing and how is it all going to work and what do I believe is the future of all these things. Video ads, film and all that Hollywood system, and how we're going to basically absorb video in the future and how will it work. Okay, so let's talk about, excuse me, let's talk about, I've got my little list here. Let's talk about AI video. So when I started talking about AI, video, the images were very clunky. There's a picture of, the image that I created on Midjourney, first of all, was a robot, was laughable, but that was August before ChatGPT came out. During that year, 2023, the images absolutely got so much better. And if you can create an image, as we probably know if you're in the video industry, 20 images, and then we've got some kind of film. So it was quite depressing, actually. Not depressing, but I was a bit frustrated about how much it was moving forward because it was moving, but it was a bit clunky and there was stuff coming out and it just all morphing. And, you know, Will Smith eating spaghetti was really rubbish, wasn't it? So I've been hanging out really for the explosion, the change of absolute perfection. And it's here now. We're here. Quickly, really, beginning of this year, I said last year this was going to be the year of AI video, and it kind of probably is. The video that's coming out now is very, very close. I was speaking to someone last week, and I would say it's probably a solid 3 now, if 10 is the goal. And I'll talk about the goal, the big goal, which seems to be looming above us, the big goal. So let's talk about those companies that have come through this. Runway, I cancelled my membership 3 times because I just didn't feel it was worth it. It wasn't usable. You couldn't create video because every time I created something, it was close but no cigar. There was nothing that came out that I could use, or you had to edit it so much it wasn't worth using. So I tried, and then cancelled. And obviously everyone shares their best stuff, not the 300, redos that they've done, the problems with it. Now I've got a Runway subscription. It is amazing. It is perfectly good enough to create clips for music videos, ads, and I guess film when we get there. But yeah, it takes a long while to do it. Kling is absolutely mind-blowing what it's doing. Another release now. And again, the clever way to do it really is image to video is the thing now. Even ByteDance, TikTok have got their own Jim Yang, which is totally mind-blowing, and that's even got short films in it. Luma, image to image, they're really focusing on, and hyper, which is a lot less quality, but they're doing image to image to image. So there's a lot of like morph videos, but good morph videos on that. So the whole thing has changed. It's gone from rubbish to amazing, like mind-blowing. You can put yourself in that movie as well, very easily. I've done that multiple times. You see some of the videos I've done. It's changed completely, absolutely exploded. Where now, when I get someone asks me to do a video, now I know I can probably get very close or mess around with it to create an ad, a little music video, whatever it is. So it's completely changed. So how does this change Hollywood? Okay, the press from Hollywood has been terrible for 5 years, hasn't it? 10 years, 5 years, I don't know. It's kind of eating itself with all the charges of people. I'm not going to say them on the video, but you know what I'm talking about. The sleaze, the nastiness, the hate. Is it going to self-combust? I think so. I think this will put the nail in the coffin. I think it's over. I think Hollywood will crumble. I really do. And is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Who knows? Who knows? What I do know is that that industry is not serving itself. It is not doing what it's supposed to. I saw a video a little while ago. It's like, you know, the problem is they're not creating good movies. There's no good movies. I've been very disappointed for 5 years, probably 5 years. What's that? Since the biggest Marvel release, the 2 billion film that came out, which was, I can't remember the film now. Why I can't remember it. I'll put it in there. But what happened? What happened? We had everything. We had a great story. We had excitement. We had great CGI. We had great characters, great actors. Perfect. It was perfect. And then they steadily took it apart and thought it would be wise to alienate the people that watch the movies and create bad movies. I feel now, especially with my love of film, my first ever film was Star Wars. My love of film has gone. It's gone because they've killed it. You know, Star Wars has been destroyed, and it was the biggest film entity franchise of all time. How can they do that? How can they do that? Then someone must not be keeping their eye on the ball, or there must be other factors in here why they're trying to destroy it. But it's destroyed. It's destroyed. So where are we now? We're getting bad films. They're creating franchises that basically the only way they can make money is to use all the goodwill from other movies to create another terrible movie just to take our monies to keep it going. This is not an industry. This is the end. It's the end. So where do we go now? We go back to the 70s. We go back to Star Wars. We go back to the great filmmakers. That's what we do. The people that put sticky tape on shoes. You know, the boots in Terminator 1 were stuck together with tape and sprayed black because they didn't have any boots. You know, this kind of movie making where we go back to our roots of great stories, great characters, and something that you want to watch and enjoy, rather than something that's just going to take your money and make you feel empty because it was never, ever going to be as good as the original reason that you went to sit down for that movie. So that's what it's going to give us. That's what I hope. You know, the hope is that one day This moment will be the end of something bad and the beginning of something good, where we, the people, can create great movies. There's some 16, 14-year-old kid sitting in his bedroom now that's going to create a blockbuster. I truly believe it now. There are the tools, there is the structure enough for us to do that already. It could take a long while right now, but it's definitely possible. I spoke to someone last week at an AI event who was talking about that there are people now working on full AI movies, and big ads for large companies being delivered, massive companies being delivered only on AI. There was never any camera. Yeah, the product may be a product shot, but it's been sucked into a 3D render, a model, and it's used in there. So it is changing. The whole thing is changing. What that does to the industry, I don't know. But these are technical people. You know, people who make video, spent their life messing around with cameras and ISO and, you know, lighting and stuff like that. They know all the stuff. We've just got to transfer those skills now into the new world and create better film and better movies and better ads. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be great. And things have changed the last 20 years, the last 40 years, and it will change faster now. So what did I say is the ultimate goal, the goal that feels like everyone's really focused on, even though maybe it kills everything? We've had fast food, we've had fast relationships, we've had, you know, fast lose weight, we've had, you know, fast fashion, we've had all these fast things. So the next thing is going to be fast movies. The one click, one prompt movie. The 5th episode where you've created the characters, you've created the system, you've created the location, and you push a button and it creates the next episode, a fast movie. This is the ultimate, and I truly believe it's possible now. You had companies who are creating showrunner, where it creates lots of different characters. They've taken all the characters of all the cartoons and put them in a model, and you can just press a button and it'll create the movie. Okay, they're 15-second clip, 20 clips, but as you see, it will move on and do that. And then you've got Unreal Engine coming from the other way, where you can use this as a coding way and create Unreal Engine cinematic film now. So somewhere in the middle, that's where we're going to get to. How fast? I don't know. But I reckon we're kind of, as I said earlier, a solid 3 to the big goal. So how long it takes to 10, who knows? Okay, so to reiterate what I said earlier, where's it going? How do we look at it? Where are we now? What's happening next? I think you've got to look at the indication from this week, and this is another reason I've done this video. This week, so it's Wednesday today, last Friday, Lionsgate signed a deal with Runway. Yeah, signed a deal with Runway. This is nuts. A large studio, not one of the largest, but a large studio is joining forces with an AI company. That AI company is basically slurping up all their data, their characters, their film, their look and feel, their LUTs, their stories, their scripts, everything. It will suck that in and then be able to create movies. And then not only that, Runway will learn how to do that and then be able to do it for someone else. And they're already talking about licensing that technology, i.e. giving it to other studios, other filmmakers. So it could be you creating a film where you create a character and then you put that into this system and then it builds the film. This was on Friday. Yesterday, James Cameron, one of my favourite directors, of course, apart from Titanic, never watched it. But but one of my favourite directors, the first director to do $100 million movie, the first director to do a $200 movie, the first director to do a $500 million movie. He's got the biggest movie of all time and Titanic, I can't remember where that is, but he's got a lot of movies in the top 50 movies of all time, has just signed on as a director with Stability AI. Okay? Stability AI are one of the biggest open source image creators in the world. This is where it's going. So, as a video person, if that's who I'm talking to, it's time to think about what you're going to do and how this is going to work. There's going to be loads of pockets and niches, as there always is. The video industry is massive. As I got to know, as I got into it, you can create, headshots for people. You can create adverts, translating this, that. There's millions of people work in this industry who have a camera or don't have a camera and do it. But there's going to be lots of opportunities, and it's not going to go. I just see this getting really exciting now, where you're going to be able to do anything you want. Is that the film that you want to make? Is that the music video you want to do? Do you want to start a movie? Someone talked about a great idea where you take a book and you throw it into the AI and it creates a story. Loads of stuff like this. Then we go back and we find books, we find old stories, and we make them come alive, like the filmmakers of the 70s. It is the Wild West again. I really do believe it. So I'm not negative at all, even though AI has taken my business. It did take my business. Last week, believe it, all in this week, AI actually took my business. There is no point in me doing anything along that line anymore. But I'm excited because now we've got the tools to do anything we want. Okay, that's it. It was a long video with lots of stuff. I would really, really, really love for me to find out your story. What's happening with you? Where are you going with your video? What are you doing now? What do you want to do? Where do you see it going? What do you want to create? Is it time for that personal project that you've been putting out, like all videographers, sitting on for 10 years and you go, right then, let's go and make it. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. I hope it wasn't too long, but I had to get it all out there. It's been a very exciting month, 5 weeks. And I look forward to hearing your story and seeing what you're doing. And see you on the next video. Thanks a lot.